The last 5 years that we've been in business in the United States have been pretty extraordinary. When I look back to my days in sales compensation and compensation in general prior to 5 years ago, a lot of it was more predictable, more business as usual, whether it was from a general compensation perspective. You always expected this much merit, you always expected a certain type of distribution curve for sales. The type of things that we would need to be thinking about and how often we would need to be checking on things were at a slightly slower pace, I would say, and there was a lot more predictability. I think ever since the decade started, we've been seeing a lot more upheaval and a lot more change. And what's this creating is a lot more difficult of a job for sales operations and sales management when they are thinking about goals, and that disseminates into then strategically designing incentive plans, designing territories, and really everything else that kind of feeds into this whole cycle that ultimately comes into how you pay a salesperson. And what that really means is that you do need to be looking at those leading and lagging indicators more often. You do need to be thinking about, am I seeing any trends? Am I potentially needing to start thinking about change that might be coming down my pipeline? I don't think we're at a stage right now, given all these external factors, where we can be giving ourselves a lot of wait and see type of attitude, but we need to be thinking a lot more proactively and more real-time data and tracking. So it's not just the internal view, the external view is putting us in a situation where the internal workings are becoming a bit more important.
I'll throw another one out there. Like, I think everybody's in the whole AI spectrum right now, right? Some people are further ahead than others. Some people are still trying to understand, well, how's that going to affect the business? And not even just like how you operate internally, but how you're going to work with your customers. So the predictability, as you mentioned, Elizabeth, like it's starting to get really, really murky with AI because nobody really knows how it's going to transform how businesses are going to operate. It's exciting, but also a little scary at the same time, right? Because it can shift so quickly, almost, month to month, week to week, month to month, is that as a compensation expert, you need to then start looking at, okay, if this shift is going to happen, can you quickly evolve and move in the direction of now a new dynamic, which can be like AI, agentic AI, whatever it may be, and that future, because it's so quick now.